everybody. Welcome back to another great episode of FFC. I'm your host, Coach. Guess what? Who can guess? Who can tell me? Want me to tell you? I tell you. It's week one, baby. Week one. No more tears. No more tears. No more tears, I tell you. Because football is here. Oh my goodness, man. A long time. Super Bowl. Long time ago. Man, it's like my birthday gets ruined every year because it's a Super Bowl and damn, I gotta turn the age. Ugh. Come on, February, just killing me, man. But now we're back, right? September, week one, tomorrow. That's right. We got a good episode for you today, guys. We got a really good episode. Today, it's gonna be nice and short. It's just focus on a couple things, and we're just gonna focus on tomorrow's game and the players who are going to be in tomorrow's game, who you should be starting in your lineup. It's week one. You know, you technically you should be starting everybody, right? I'm honestly, I'm not going to tell you to sit to Darius Tony. Why? He's what they have. You have to start him, right? It's. I mean, unless you have other receivers, don't get me wrong. No, don't play him, right? But if Kadarius Tony is like kind of leading part of your receiving core, yeah, you got to play him. You don't have much of a choice. But of course, if you got Pat Mahomes, of course you start Patrick Mahomes, right? But yeah, that's what we're gonna do today. Today we're gonna focus on tomorrow's game. So wonderful. Can't wait. Thursday night here. Oh my god. And I'm off. I ain't gotta work. That's gonna be fun. So I'm gonna enjoy that game tomorrow. And then we got a good quick thing to do, and that is we're gonna go over a few people's rosters who had the draft over this past weekend. So that's gonna be fun to talk about. All right, so first off, we have week one, Thursday night football. Lions on the road in Kansas City. So sorry. I'm about to say Cincinnati. I'm so ready to watch the Bengals. In Kansas City. Look, let's be real. I don't know who set up the schedule, but they gave Kansas City a hand down. I mean, I'm not saying the Lions are scrubs, but I don't have the Lions winning more than games this year. And one of those games is not gonna be against the Chiefs. No, it's not. No, this is gonna be a wonderful showcasing of the Super Bowl champions. And just it's gonna be a fun game. Honestly, I think it's going to mirror the 2019 game when they played. The score is going to be around 30-34. I think the defense, like for instance, so if you have Jared Goff, start Jared Goff. If he has a turnover, he has one. Like, I don't think Jared Goff is going to have a bad game. I think he's going to throw for over 250, maybe 300. But I think he'll throw for over 250. He has some wonderful receivers. He has we get to see a showcase in the Jamar Gibbs, right? Hey, so if you have Jamar Gibbs on your roster, have him in the game. Well, you honestly, if you drafted him, now mind you, I told you to draft him with picks 5, 6. He should be in your flex. You should have other running backs, and if not, he could be your second running back with that late of a draft pick, right? So he's gonna be in the game tonight. So yeah, you should be excited. Some of you guys' fantasy starts tomorrow night. Get those lineups ready tonight. Get ready, baby. You should be starting Patrick Mahomes. You should be starting Jamar Gibbs. Yeah, you should be starting Jared Goff unless you have a better quarterback. All right. You should be starting. What is his name? Amon-Ra St. Brown. You should be starting. You should be starting the tight end. I don't remember. Let me go look at the roster. Got Marvin Jones, Amon-Ra St. Brown, like I said again. I would start Marvin Jones. I'm not sure if I would start Josh Reynolds. Because if I'm starting Marvin Jones, I'm starting him in the flex. Unless it's a 16-man team, then yeah, you're most likely going to have him as one of your number one receivers. But we got the new tight end Sam Laporta. So I'm not sure if anybody picked him up, and I didn't talk much about him on the show. But he's number one on the depth chart. So if you have him, if you're eyeballing him and nobody has him on his bench, pay attention to him tonight. See, That's the other thing we do, right? If there's people we don't touch, like we don't have any information on, we haven't seen anything about, we haven't talked about, and then they're up. We see that they're a certain spot on the depth chart. Pay attention to that. Now we have to watch him in the game, and we have to see what he produces. Anything over 5 targets, I'm keeping my eye on that. See, yeah, keep your eye. You got to keep your eye on stuff like that. All right. Okay, so let's see what else do they have. Detroit Lions have. All right, so that's it. Yeah, I'm not starting Josh Reynolds, and of course, Jamar Gibbs is basically their lead back. They're all back, and they're every back. So we're gonna get a good show of what this back can do. The last Thursday night back I saw was not a good one. Who was it? He's on the Chiefs team actually. Where you at? Oh man, he's third on the day. Yo, Clyde Edwards-Helaire fell to third in the depth chart. Oh my God. He wasn't that good. I'm sorry. He drafted him in the first round with a 32nd pick, and he couldn't get in the end zone on 3 downs in week 1. It was really bad. No, 4 downs. It was 4 chances. He couldn't get in. That was really bad. And he's just never been good ever since. So Isaiah Pacheco is your guy. If you got Isaiah, hey, so I was high on him. I didn't want to put him high on the depth chart. I mean, high on the rankings because that I was again. I think they're gonna work the mess out of him. He is a little guy. I think he's gonna get bruised up a little bit this year. But if you got him low, he's gonna be nice and snug right there with those nice 15, 17, 20 points. And if what I'm saying is he might miss about 4 or 5 games out the season. And you should be okay with that if he's lower on your depth chart. You don't want him high low on your rankings or on your draft order. Kadarius Toney, he is questionable, but I think he should be ready to go. They have Justin Watson and they have Justin Ross. Wee. These receivers, I'm not big on them. We're gonna see what Sky Moore do. He's third on the list. We're gonna see what he does. Kelsey has swelling in his knees. So if you are a Kelsey owner, you're gonna have to pay attention to see if he starts. But then I don't know, be wary. I really feel like if he plays, they're not gonna play him a lot. Like they're gonna play him. Again, tight ends can do a lot more on the field than just catch. So be careful. He could still get you 10. He could get a tutty. Because they could work him in the red zone, but I think they're going to try to rely on these receivers. So Sky Moore, if he is what he's supposed to be, I'm not sold on him. We're going to find out tomorrow. Hopefully he shows coach something. And you got MVS. He's going to be a third down guy, but I don't think he's going to be too. He's good. I think he's good for maybe a little over 10, maybe under 10. I'm a little worried about playing him. If Kadarius Toney goes off and Sky Moore goes off, Valdez could maybe not get too much, especially if Isaiah goes off as well. But yeah, I would be starting Isaiah for sure, Patrick Mahomes for sure. I would start Sky Moore. I mean, he's on the depth chart. He's number 3, but I think he's going to be number 2 in targets over Kadarius, under Kadarius Toney. I don't think it's going to be Valdez. So with that being said, we'll move over to a wonderful part of the show where I get to talk about some people's drafts. So I like this too because you get to see how other people draft outside of me because I can draft so many different ways just for fun. But with the show, I get to talk to people and see what they're talk to them, see where their mind is. Right? They get to get feedback from coach. They get to talk to coach one-on-one and disagree and agree. For instance, Kev, me and Kev had a great conversation about his roster. I told him it was a solid roster initially, just off the glance, I wasn't sold on it. Gave it a B-. Why? I thought he had great receivers. I wasn't sold on his running back. So we're going to run through his roster. He got Jalen Hurts as quarterback. I'm pretty sure he had he had to use a nice draft pick for that one. But hey, it's his strategy and where he was going and why he acquired this quarterback. Okay, these running backs are Cam Akers, Dameon Pierce. Now we all know I'm not high on Dameon Pierce this year. I mean, what I saw in preseason was something I didn't like. I didn't like that he couldn't get in the end zone on 3 downs. And I don't like his offensive line. Don't like it. And I don't like that the Texans have an issue with scoring in the red zone because outside of him, they still can't score in the red zone. So I don't like what I'm seeing. I guess what I'm saying, and that's what and maybe what I should have clarified is I should have dropped him in my rankings and said more value. Because more value for me would have been more in the third and fourth round, not in the second round. I think I was just more disliking where he was in the second round than I wasn't explaining where his better value could be. Because it wasn't that I said where I disliked him was I dislike him in the second round because I feel like he's gonna get you 15. You can't depend on winning fantasy football with your one or two running back getting only 15. Like their ceiling. If that's your flex, that's a bench receiver if you need. And you can eyeball when those good games you can plug them in, and that's a third, fourth round running back. Okay, so that's maybe where I should have clarified that. Why am I saying so? We'll get to that. Diggs is his receiver. Deontay Johnson is his receiver. I like that. Dallas Goedert is his tight end. Really like that one. Khalil Herbert is a running back. I do like that one. That's a flex position. I like his Bucks kicker. He understands. Them boys ain't scoring that. Excuse me. They're gonna win 2 games this year, and they're gonna lose a lot of games, but their points coming from that doggone kicker. Good job, Kev. And he got the Browns defense. I like that one. I like that. I smell some sacks coming out of dog pound. All right. He's got Jordan Love as his quarterback. Now, based on me and his discussion and his strategy, I am okay with what that quarterback is. And here's why. One, he's gonna have a really favorite target, Romeo Doubs. So whoever has Romeo Doubs, kudos. 2, it's his bench. Dude, he has Jalen Hurts. Okay. That's his backup, Jordan Love. Why is that a good backup? His strategy, low risk, high reward. That's Jordan Love. Absolutely. That is the type of player he is. We don't know what Jordan Love is right now at all. If he sucks, it's an easy drop for Jared Goff if he's available. I don't know. But if he's not, it's due to the security of a backup back. Because let's say if he anywhere sniffs Dak Prescott numbers, he secured him a nice backup back. So it's an easy win there. P. Dale, I don't know much about that wide receiver. So coach gonna keep his mouth shut first, and we're gonna watch second. You feel me? Trust me. I don't know a lot of these people. I know as many as I try to know, but again, he got somebody in his roster he's even seen before. I haven't seen this guy. Don't know. So coach got to pay attention, okay? And that's what I pay attention to stuff like that. I pay attention to who guys draft late in rounds that I've never who is that he drafted? Let me see. Oh man, maybe I knew him in college, you just didn't know him by name. Sometimes that happens. And then somebody will swipe them oh, I missed that one. It happens. The draft is moving so fast at times. You think you chilling, you got your picks, and then it gets to the rounds, you don't know who to pick, and the time ran out on you, and everybody on queue is gone. Now you got to redo your queue, reset your lineup in the queue. It's a madhouse in that draft room, boy. I'm telling you, I love it. Miss it, man. I miss it. But hey, I'd rather miss the draft to give y'all all this great advice. Always, okay? All right. He's got AJ Dillon. I like that one. And he's got Elijah Moore. Look here. I didn't talk a lot about Elijah Moore. And I loved what I saw of him in the Jets. I didn't like what happened between him and Zach Wilson. I don't know what that was about. I don't know what happened. He just wasn't getting the ball anymore. I don't know if he burnt a bridge there. I don't know what it was. But if that boy is anywhere nice to what I saw and drafted, I drafted him. Yes, I drafted him. Okay, his rookie season. And he did wonderful for me his rookie season. When he got the ball with Joe Flacco, dude was eating in the slot. Dude was getting me a lot of catches, okay? He would give me 15, 17 points and a tutty, if that. And if not, I would end with 13 to 15 because it was just off yards and catches. I don't know what happened. So, boy, if he is anywhere near that, hey, Kevo, good job, buddy. So, I can talk. So when I first initially saw the roster, I hit him up and I don't like a running back. And it wasn't Herbert or Dillon. It was all Dameon Pierce. And thought that it was because he took him high. Nope. He clarified that statement for coach. He let coach know I think he believed he clarified, say he took him in the third or fourth, which, boom, bada bing. You know what? Your roster, because I understand now. I understand what he was doing with the low risk, high reward. And then when he explained to me what rounds people went in, then I saw the picture, saw the story, I saw the layout, and I think he got actually everybody he wanted. So what I did was I'm doing the young show, I'm bumping this grade up from a B- to a B+. Not putting it an A, it's because there's a lot of low risk, high reward, but I understand it. And look here, that's why people should be threatened by this roster, because if the roster, you gotta understand something, the roster goes by the way of what? The coach, the owner, the organization. That is what Tomo is. You understand what I'm telling you? That is what he is to this roster. So that's what you see. You see his story. So if his story works and you can see what he was doing, y'all in trouble. I give it third, maybe fourth place team in the playoffs. If that team makes it to the playoffs, y'all in trouble. Because I do feel his losses. I think Kevin's going to start off really strong, maybe 3-1. But he might hit a 2 to 3 game losing streak somewhere in the bye week, and then hit a mounting, climbing comeback and merge into the playoffs. That's the type of roster he has. So be very, very careful when you set your lineup against Kev's roster. All right. All right. Next, we have who gave me their roster next? Well, I'm going to talk about Jose. I don't remember every player he got, but Jose listened to coach. Jose at work listened to coach. He told coach who he wanted, but he also listened to coach's advice about just in case, you got to have that backup. Who would you take behind that person if you just can't get him, right? His strategy worked all the way as beautifully as it could, all the way up until he couldn't get that man in the fourth round like he wanted. But guess what? He still took Lamar. And I think I talked about this on the last show, and that's I just want to bring it back up. Like, his story worked his way. You feel me? So did John. I was at work with John. John came to me for every pick. That's my yes, he listened to me and drafted Nick Chubb. I think he had the eighth or 10th pick in a 12 in the 12th. Oh my God. He landed every perfect pick, and I hope it just worked that perfectly. But all right. So moving right along, we have my man Joe, the refuse to lose chairman, the lead dog, big man. Hey, look, I got Joe, I got Tomo, I got Jerry. Somebody else, why y'all scared to send coach your roster, get it graded? Too late now. The grades going in. You failed. Nah, y'all. But no. Joe sent me his roster in one league. I don't know. You don't like your roster in the refuse to lose league? This league is nice. I don't know if this is the refuse to lose one. The refuse to lose one. But so Joey got Lamar Jackson. He got J.K. Dobbins. I'm not sure what you plan on doing with that one. There's a lot of running backs back there. And I think Hill actually might take the job, but we'll see. Kenneth Walker, Devontae Adams, Stephon Diggs, Darren Waller. So I like that. From Walker, Adams, Diggs, and Waller, and then guess what? Man, got a flex with Ridley. Ooh, it's nasty. Nasty. Got Brandon McManus, who's now a Jacksonville Jaguar. I like that. You got the Packers defense. You got, well, you got about 10 weeks to see that before you hit them, before you can pick, 10, 12 weeks. By week 12, he'll hit it. You might end up dropping him, but he got Dak Prescott, who's gonna throw more than 10. He's got Jared McKinnon. I'm look for something else if you can, Joe. Look for something else if you can. I like that Jordan Addison pick. Good job. Good sneaky pick. And he's got Jahad Dotson. I knew he was going to take him somebody from the house. Everybody going to take somebody from the house. That's what I love about the refuse to lose league. He's got Michael Pittman. I like it. I'm worried about it. That's all I'll say. And it's not him. It's his quarterback and the owner. So we just got to see what happens. But if it's the high volume you're looking for, he should get it from this quarterback because we all know the other quarterbacks before had a problem trying to throw the ball to him. So I don't know. You might have struck gold with that one, Joe. You really with Michael Pittman. And hey, that's fair enough. Yeah, that's the tight end. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. Hey, if you drafted man, Pat, y'all listen to the coach, man. Y'all see what coach is seeing. That's what it is. Y'all see what coach is seeing. All right. I got two other rosters coach gonna go over, right? I'm gonna be honest with you. Teddy, I'm gonna do you first because Tomo we got to save you for last, buddy. Oh. But Joe, in that league, by the way, that league, I give you a I can look real quick. I think you're missing something. You got a lot of receivers. Yeah, Joe, give you a B minus. You got to fix your running backs. You only got Dobbins, Walker, and McKinney. Yeah, fam, you got. Hey, you have to cough up one of these receivers, somebody on the for a running back, bro. Yeah, you real thin at running back. I might have to get this one a B minus. You sniffing a C, but I love that Lamar. I love that Lamar pick. I really do. I really do. The Lamar, the Ridley, the Walker, the Diggs, the Adams. Great receiver, I tell you that. So have to be all right. But you got yeah. you thin that running back, buddy. So yeah, I'm gonna get that one a B minus. All right, so let's see. Who are we going? Teddy. Teddy, we on you now, Teddy. Oh, Teddy. So all right, your starters, let's go there. So I looked at your bench first and I was so disappointed. Teddy, I'm disappointed, Teddy. Hi. Teddy. Teddy. Teddy, did you panic? Like all right. You got Trevor Lawrence. Okay. You got Lamar, you got Latavius Murray. I like that sneaky, but I think that was too high. For some reason, I feel like you got that too high. I think you could have got that a little lower. You got Travis Etienne, and I get I hope it worked. That little boy is small, and I hope it worked. Because that backup behind him is really nice. All right. You got Chase. I'm assuming you got that one with your first pick. You got Watson from Green Bay. His hands worry me. You got Pittman, or you got Kyle Pitts. You have so many worries on your roster. You got Zay Flowers, thank you. You got the Atlanta's kicker. I mean, I guess if they can get over the 50, we'll see. Then this is where I get real upset, Teddy. Now you ain't listen to coach at all. Why you got Mac Jones on your bench? You are not playing Mac. Look here, Teddy. Teddy, I know we love the Patriots. I know we do. I do. I know we do. But right now, I'm trying to be a Patriots fan, bro. We're playing fantasy football, Teddy. Why is Mac Jones on your bench? Are you okay? Are you gonna look at here and tell me Mac Jones is taking this Patriots team that I see only 5 wins for? Telling me he's taking that Patriots team to the promised land. Are they going to the AFC Championship game? Are they even going to wild card weekend? Why do you have this man on your bench? That needs to be dropped. Teddy, that needs to be dropped. I'm disappointed. That needs to be dropped off the bench. Hell no. Now you got Jonathan Taylor on your bench. Now the fact that he's on your bench, I don't know if that was a top pick, if that's the one you told me with your top pick, or I don't know what you did with that one, but is he on your bench? You're gonna have to ride with Murray and ETN. Okay. I guess you understand the assignment. You got Gabe Davis. He's a big maybe. He's a big maybe. He's been in the league for a minute, and he give you maybe points every week. Maybe he go big, maybe he won't. You got Tyler Boyd. He's third, fourth on that target list, bro. He might stay on your bench. Oh man. And then why you have no offense? Why do you have no offense? You got copy, you don't need no offense. Teddy, what did you do in this draft? You got the 49ers defense. Why do I feel like you went high for that defense? Teddy, we need to talk. Teddy, what happened? I don't like this roster. Teddy, this is a D. Teddy, this roster is a D. I'm sorry. You take this, you take this roster, this refuse to lose to the championship. By God, hey, the day, whatever I told you and helped you win last year was a joke. Joke. I don't know what to tell you. Joke. Because there's no way this roster is making it constellation round. Teddy, it's gonna be a long. Don't worry, you ain't by yourself. I got somebody at work that didn't want to listen to me a crack baby. He didn't want to listen to me too. I don't know what happened. He has everybody on his roster that he should not touch. Oh boy. All right, last roster. Tomo. I got it. Tomo. Me and you, we Tomo. When we talk about AJ Brown, man, we here. We here. We talk back. You separate a bit. You lay your back. You lay your back. Why in God's green earth do you have him as your starting quarterback? You just want these 17 picks looking in your face. Come on, dog. Come on, come on. You telling me my man don't got Pat Prescott. I tell you, everybody gonna have somebody on their team from their team that they love. To the point Teddy went and took Mac Jones. Come on, Teddy. You could have took Zeke. I'm seeing somebody with Ramondre Stevens. Who drafted Ramondre Stevens? Somebody tell me who got him. I sure ain't seen him on not one roster. All right. You got Derrick Henry. You got Miles Sanders. I don't know. You got Mike Evans who mad. You got Jalen Waddle. That's okay. You got Darren Waller. That's good. You got Odell Beckham. Good job. You got Tuck. And you got the Miami Dolphins defense. I like that. Again, first 4 weeks, they're gonna fall off after that. Arcane, I think I know what you're doing there. So I'm okay with it. Gainwell, no. There's no need for Gainwell to be there. So I don't know. Man, you and Joe need to talk. He got too many receivers. You got too many doggone running backs. With all these backs, bro. You're not starting them every week. Come on. And you can't change your lineup out there like that every week. Tomo, you know better than that. You got Rashad Penny. I have no idea why Rashad Penny. So you got two Eagles. Why? So Tomo, why? So Cam couldn't get one of them? You got Burks. You got Mims. You got Cole Kmet. Tomo, I'm gonna get this roster a C. This is a C. This is a C. Yeah. I guess Ken snuffed out all the lowest rewards because y'all got all the scraps. Man, I need to see everybody else roster. I need to see it. I'm sorry. I got to see who got the roster. I need to see who I need to rank as the number one roster at the refuse to lose draft. Because so far, I've only found one B plus, and that's Cat. That's it. Kenny, baby, you got a D, fam. I don't know what you did in your draft, but that's a D. And I don't know if that's the refuse to lose draft. I hope it's not. If it is, Kenny, you're gonna be in translation. Homo. Homo, look like you panicked. It looked like you panicked. You got too many players on the same team. You got a Dolphins defense. You got Henry. You got Burt. The fact that you only got one Cowboy is hilarious. You got two Eagles. Damn Dolphins. Come on. What's going on? You got three Dolphins in the defense. You can't have the whole squad, Tomo. What is going on? Oh boy, coach ain't do his job in his show. Mm-mm, mm-mm. I'm ashamed. Mm-mm. I'm ashamed. Oh no. This is blasphemy. Dave, let me see your roster. I need to see it. Worm, I need to see it. Carl, I need to see it. Who else drafted? Vaughn, I need to see your roster. None is the fact you must have snuffed out all them Steelers, didn't you? And I don't see one Steeler or nobody. But I wonder if it's because y'all play so hateful, but when it comes to football, because y'all hate each other's teams so much, like y'all will hate to touch that player. They go that far. Well, good luck trying to take the rosters to the champion. Because Kev right now, again, I got you. I look like I got to move you up. But I got to move you up to maybe third place right now until I see a better roster. But man, oh man, I can't believe what I'm seeing. Oh, look, week 1 starts tomorrow. These rosters, some look, one look good. The rest of y'all, Joe, it looked good. It looked good, but I need to see that refusal. That ain't the refuse to lose roster, Joe. I need to see that refuse to lose roster, Joe. Okay, come on, Chief. I need to see that roster. I need to see who won. Really, damn that Yahoo or the ESPN grade. They lie to you. No, because they want you to pick who you had last year. No, don't do that. Let coach grade it. Let me grade it. Yeah, go on, bring it over here. Never on. Yeah, go on, give me them grades. Give me them rosters, people. All right, hey, we had a great show today. Like I said, coach is gonna keep it nice and short and sweet. It's not much to talk about. Okay, the only thing that helped this show go a little longer today is I had some rosters to mess around with. It's week 1. It's one game tomorrow. We should just be really excited that one game is here. Thursday night, everything is ready. Everything is back. Everything is good to go. Life is better. Oh, it's football, baby. Let's go. Coach is out.
Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all at the next episode.